President Trump is celebrating the confirmation of Brett Kavanaugh, but he isn't letting Democrats off the hook for what he calls the most disgraceful performance he's ever seen. White House correspondent Mark Irons reports. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Wyatt. President Trump believes Brett Kavanaugh was caught in a hoax created by Democrats. He says allegations of sexual misconduct against Kavanaugh were made up. And now the president thinks it will cause a swell of Republican voters to push back in November's midterm elections.
I think you're going to see a lot of things happen on November 6th that would not have happened before. The American public has seen this charade, has seen this dishonesty by the Democrats.
President Trump, coming off the weekend confirmation of Brett Kavanaugh, has fresh resentment toward Democrats.
The way they really tortured him and his family, I thought it was a disgrace. I thought it was one of the most disgraceful performances I've ever seen.
As Democrats fell a few votes short of toppling Kavanaugh's nomination on Saturday, President Trump watched the drama unfold from Air Force One on his way to a rally in Kansas. He then signed a commission appointing his second Supreme Court nominee to the High Court, cementing a victory for conservatives. But Ohio Governor John Kasich, a Republican, blasted both political parties for the handling of Kavanaugh's nomination.
It's both sides, a pox on both houses for the way this was conducted, and people in the country are appalled. That's because it's like, I got to win and you got to lose.
Still, as the midterm elections inch closer, the president is predicting more wins for his party, saying he believes voters will flip at the ballot box.
I think a lot of Democrats are going to be voting Republican on November 6th.
And we may not have heard the end of the Kavanaugh controversy. Some Democrats in the House of Representatives have said they would investigate Kavanaugh if their party gains control after the midterm elections. Kavanaugh, for his part, is following through with his promise to hire an all-female team of clerks. Wyatt?
Mark, the court now has a conservative majority. Are there any upcoming cases that pro-lifers should be aware of?
Well, a potential early test involves efforts in Kansas and Louisiana to strip public money from Planned Parenthood, the nation's largest abortion provider. The Supreme Court could decide to take up or reject those cases as early as tomorrow. Tonight, I'll provide a live Facebook report on Kavanaugh's ceremonial swearing in here at the White House. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern. Wyatt.
Okay, we'll be watching that. White House correspondent Mark Irons reporting. Thanks, Mark.